So welcome guys to our show today, and today we are talking about tech at work, and we are very delighted to have our very well educated guest. So our guest that I introduce, he will introduce himself to us and he tell us what he does. So welcome very much to the show.
Yeah.
You can introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So, first, let me thank the Beyond the Campus podcast for welcoming me here. So, my name is Brian Mukar. I'm a software developer. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do the most. Yeah, because that's me now.
So you and coding are best friends.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that's life. No life outside.
Everybody has that one friend.
Yeah.
Sawa. So Brian, you're very welcome to today. So we are going to talk about technology. So today's show is all about technology, and we know technology is broad.
Yeah, very broad.
So can you give us a little bit definition of your own understanding about technology? Or something you feel is, well, let's say something that people misunderstand for technology?
Simply, when people hear about tech, there's a lot of misunderstanding. So wakisikia wewe ni tech boy ama tech bro, kitu tu wanaona ni hacker, mtu anaweza fix wifi problems, anything related to tech, hadi kama ni socket, you're the solution. Of course, you can't do anything. The bulb using go say many mimi tunafanya computer science ama IT, mimi ndio naweza fix. Yeah. I think people really misunderstand about tech. Yeah, people think us people who code here rich, like ukianza tukunda app umetengeneza pesa.
But sikunda app inado in real sense. Coding inado.
Ukiunda app si pesa. Like nikiunda app imaanishi naanza kupata pesa the moment nimeweka Apple Play Store ama nimefanya nini.
But na what if unatengeneza a tailor made?
Hakuna, like, no, there's a whole process. Unaona ndio maana tech can't stand alone, kuna economics kiasi, so kuna business models zinakuanga before any project ya software ianze. Unaona, unless unaunda app usaidie watu, unaona kama website yenu ya shule, hakuna mtu inalipa huku, hakuna kitu inasaidia shule, si ni ya
But si na market shule.
Yes, yeah.
Si kuna website ya market shule na kuna portal ya shule ya students.
Yeah, that's the student portal. Does it have any benefit to the school? Like, it inasaidia tu shule, like financial, like economical benefit. Haina any economic feasibility, but imerahisisha tu kazi, imesaidia tu like shule. Unaona kitu ungekuwa unaandika kwa book, ati una register exams kwa book, inamaanisha more employees, more papers, more staff, and hiyo tu imereduce your staff, like, yeah. So ukiunda tu app ama website ama kitu yote unaunda, imaanisha unaanza tu kutengeneza pesa.
So in real sense kuna misunderstanding kanatokea gapo ati all tech guys mostly wase wa coding, software developers, wako na do.
Yeah, that's a very big misunderstanding. Another one, everyone can hack. Like, not everyone who knows how to code can hack. Unaona? Yeah, that's the case, cause kama ni hacking kuna profession ya hacking. Cyber security experts ndio hackers, sio software developers. Unaona, hapo ndio misunderstanding. Yeah, kitu kama hiyo sasa.
But hapo kwa hacking yenyewe pia mimi nafiligi sometimes we really do a number on it, because kuna vitu, there are certain things that are just done outside there and you start saying I have been hacked.
Yeah.
Without knowing the true definition of hacking.
See, you just say you've been hacked, you've been using your Instagram, and then you've been logging it in several devices, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just somewhere, and then you realize you've been logged out, and people are being scammed through your account, and you just, unaanza kusema, I've been hacked. Literally, you are not hacked. You just shared your credentials with someone else, akazipata, like, maybe all these hacking stuff is all about vulnerabilities. Like, what's that small thing as a part opportunity that I can get so that I can enter into that system, and that's it. Like, it's not like you with your stuff, you created your Instagram account, sijajua anything about your Instagram account, and then you expect, like, I can just sit down and then log into your account. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah.
So we'll talk about hacking actually later on.
Yeah.
But sasa in technology, tech iko na different fields.
Yes.
Kuna vitu kadhaa that we really need to discuss about tech. Kuna vitu zenye ziko outside there that people, some of them are underusing, some of them are overusing, wengine wana utilize to the best of their ability. So there is this thing called AI. What's your take on AI? Your personal take on AI?
Personal take.
Yes.
Like, I'm just in between. No, I don't like AI so much, but I also like niko tu za sipendi but isitoke, unaona. It's not like you do to abolish AI, to embrace, but pia there is some extent. Pia naona AI ifai kuwa. But you see, AI is something good. But what AI kitu mimi, so let me first say what I fear about AI. You know, AI is all about data, so you have to feed it information fast. AI models learn, right? Like all these things they call machine learning. I don't know, a lot of stuff to do with machines and stuff, training machines using data so that they can do something you want. They use probabilities. They're never accurate, like not too accurate. They are just like 99.99% accurate. There's a chance that AI model is some percentage off, and that's why anytime unauliza AI kitu inakwambia, example, let's use I mostly use Gemini. So after Gemini imekupatia response, itakwambia hapo chini this is an AI generated response, it might have errors. Feel free to review the response, right? So that's what you should do. AI leads inatutoa mali tulikuwa tunaenda. Mimi hivyo ndivyo naona, like we were going somewhere, we were talking about blockchain, and the blockchain really boomed the market, like it sprang into the market, and it was wow, here you have a new technology before AI, right? And we were like, okay, what's good about blockchain? Blockchain promised us decentralization. Nobody will control our information and activities we do online, something like that. Not the way like Google has all our data, and that's something bad. Recently Google was found selling people's personal data, like it was selling data, it was sued, and it should be paying Gmail users and Android users for such kind of a mistake. Because sometimes unasomanga terms of agreement za software.
Wapi. Si una scrolligi tu accept.
So
unaendelea.
Some of these mtu tu anaingia ana click ana tick, unataka tu kuenda utumie the product. Unataka kujua the product, utumie the product. What are you risking to get it? So something like that. So they said like it was in their terms and conditions, it was in their policy, but it, according to the
but these policies and terms and conditions, they keep on changing each and every
keep on changing, but we work on na time ulifanya hiyo incident hiyo terms and policy yako when you create the policy ilikuwa inasema nini, so tuna work na hiyo, and of course the terms and conditions should abide by the law of land mali, so they should abide by the Cyber Security Act zinakonga worldwide. So we were talking about decentralization, the way Microsoft, Google, now we have OpenAI in here, they are collecting our data, storing our data in their servers. You see, data is very precious. Nobody likes that. That's so bad. First, there might be breaches, and if people get personal data, it might be so bad. Sometime back, itaimoto wamekuwa kufanya jobs online, ndio wamekuwa wakibuy credentials za watu. So you go online back uko kwa dark web, to browser unatafuta mtu mwenye anauza credentials, social security number, phone number na jina. Hiyo msee ndio ufungue na account as a person in the US. That's how bad centralization is. Now you are being a centralized area. So you used to believe blockchain will come and save us from this until AI came, and you know AI will just get us back there because they need data, for they need more stuff about you, ndio they refine AI to do things according to how you want. You see, the more you use ChatGPT, it keeps memories, right? Memories, that means it's your information being stored. Yeah, unaona. So if they don't find a way to let's say prevent this, but hadi wakifind a way to keep it safe, people will still find loopholes and get in there. That's one side of AI in Spendi, the fact that it may reduce kazi ya hacker, the so-called hackers you're going to talk about, it has just reduced the time they used to go and research about a certain, let's say you have an encryption algorithm, an example, like can use bcrypt or any hashing algorithm you have. So they just, for example, they could take a lot of time to know how the algorithm works so that they can crack it.
Sure.
Right now, that information about how the algorithm works and does everything, nikiuliza ChatGPT utaipata.
Sure.
Imereduce kitu ningepitia ningekuwa
actually kuna hii, there is a certain software, I don't really remember the name, but you just prompt what you want, like if it's a website you just prompt what you want, how you want it to work, na inakutengenezea the real thing. If it's an app, unaiambia tu I want an app inakaa hivi and it's meant to do this, and it does all that.
Lovable is an example of that, but that's not bad. You may reduce cards.
So to some point AI is a bit of an advantage, and to some point is a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's like 50-50. I'm not too bad, I'm not too good.
But I believe AI is a little bit broad, because kuna different types of AI.
Yeah, AI is inakuanga created specifically for purposes. So you can create a model to do what you want. Self-driving cars, inatumia AI. AI is trained on how the road operates and stuff, data about the road.
So I get,
so ikifika kwa portal ita slow down or ita
divert.
Yeah, so zinakuwa trained specifically on what.
But I guess hii hapa mali tunakuja kupata AI is a little bit of a disadvantage. Ni hapa mali tunakuja kwa the open AI in the entertainment sector. Acha tuseme hivyo. Because now if you go to the let's say the medical sector, is it a little bit of a disadvantage hapo ama it's helpful?
Na depend inatumika aje.
No, let's say mostly in research and all that.
In research it's
because sasa pale medical sector AI is only being used in research. But now there is hapo pia mimi kuna kitu inanitatanisha kidogo.
Unajua the moment tunasema umeenda hosi alafu and then you get your friend mwenye mlikuwa na class mwenye unajua vizuri.
Leave alone that ushaenda hosi and then unapata tu doki. And they're like, okay, how are you feeling? And the next badala ya kuwa what next? What are they typing? What are they usually typing?
Inamaanisha ajui anaweka tu and then aulize ChatGPT ama whatever the AI yenye inatumika kwa hiyo hospitali hii inakaa kwa nini, unaona? Maybe itakuwa disadvantage in our case where
mimi nishaikuwa misdiagnosed.
Ni advantages, ina reduce time madaktari watachukua kufanya research about certain diseases and stuff, and I believe kama ni model yenye inatumika kwa health, it's very very thoroughly trained.
But I still believe hata kama ni inatumika,
there is room for
whoever is behind it ndo anamata kuliko hiyo AI.
The person behind the AI, like mimi mwenye natumia hiyo AI kunisaidia kurahisisha vitu, I'm the one.
So hata tukisema AI ni mbaya, sisi ndio wabaya, si AI. Because it's a machine, so it's garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you feed it is whatever it's going to give you back. So how you train it is what it will do. So ni sisi tunaiharibu. It's not that it's that bad. See it though.
I think ni sisi. So another thing is advantage. Ebu sumona videos zenye Google View and the Sora, this OpenAI ChatGPT AI inaitwa ni Sora. Na generate almost realistic videos. You see, for a person, an example like I used in this case, my mom, she's an elderly person, ni mtu ako 40 size, ni mtu mwenye kwa hizi vitu
akona respectable age.
Sasa hebu imagine nimpe video imegeneratiwa na yeye ikionyesha mimi nimedungwa kisu. Unajua yeye ajui, like hata ndio kuangalia those motions and how things are, vitu hazikai realistic. Yeye ataona tu mkaa amestabiwa, mtoto wangu amekufa, and actually it's not true, like so things like that pia you see, we used to watu walikuwa na maybe tuseme hizi reward za you see tunasemanga nini IP inaitwa aje IP
nini
IP, not IP the IP address, intellectual property, the copyright, inafaa kuwa rewarded. But in a case where anaweza ambia ChatGPT niandikie ngoma niende niimbe na maybe nipate views mingi juu mimi najulikana, that's
but sasa hapo wenyewe AI could generate these photos and whatever, hapo ina limit on the copyright. Because now, if you remember recently, there is this photo of Baba Raila that was trending. And iko na an orange background, and then there is the photo in front. So the owner actually salienda ka copyright. But recently I've seen you can generate the photo using an AI. You just have to prompt it.
Unapatia kuna hiyo ya Google. Hiyo mpya inaitwa Nano Banana. Unaipea, unaiambia pia mtu ndevu, mweke braid. You see kuna mtu amesoma Photoshop miaka yake yote. Alafu unamwambia naweza andika hiki kitu na English, like the most local language na inipatie kitu nataka. You see those are the disadvantages, but obvious everything has a disadvantage. What does it have a disadvantage?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's tech. We embrace it and then we shall blend with it and then tutaizoea. So unajua also calculators came. Mathematicians
wanatumia the abacus.
These things are going to replace us. But it doesn't replace mathematicians. You still can't do the hard math of calculus. With that calculator, like in calculator umepewa, you do the calculus math. You can't just do it with the calculator. You have to have like some knowledge about calculus, and that's
so the basic knowledge yenye msi anafaa kuwa nayo akitumia AI. Unafaa kuwa
utaunda app na hiyo AI na uship iende online, watu waanze kutumia bila any issues. Uwezi hapana. Say the so called AI umesema inaweza kugenerate website. If I just tell you to go and prompt it to create you a website ya hii show, where you post your stuff, the next shows and all things, all matters about this show, you know, it will do everything, like utaona iko sawa, but before ifikie the users, bro, you need to have some knowledge about it. You just can't rely on it to build everything for you. You need to have the basic knowledge of, let's say, programming in this case. Yeah.
So the bottom line is as the end user, you're supposed to be careful when you're using these things, because of, in terms of data privacy and such issues.
Usiambie ChatGPT nimeua mtu. Sasa I have eliminated someone, so I need you to help me dispose the body. You see all these things unaiuliza the same way ukiuliza Google, your ISP in this case, our ISP, let's say.
But vitu zingine tunauliza out of curiosity.
Why would you come?
See like you are a comrade, sindio? You are a comrade, yes. So mko pale na maboys, mko na mabeshte, mnapiga tu story, and then you're like kuna hizi games tu wase ucheza, so uambiwe una like, if you killed a person, what will you do? Si unatan tu kule ChatGPT.
No, sasa unaona ChatGPT atuchezi. Umetype a paragraph asking ChatGPT how you are going to
do you it's a joke.
Now listen, it's not a joke, like no. Hadi mimi ningekuwa judge niangalie kitu kama hiyo and then tunakuwa accused of a certain stuff. Of course I will be convinced this guy wanted to get rid of this body from his place, ndio asishikwe. So unaona nikaa ukuje, si like tunajuana hivi, ukuje tuanze kuniuliza mkaa ukieliminate mse tuna dispose aje hiyo mwili, ndakosa je kushukuja. Ituka hiyo, like usiambie ChatGPT personal stuff,
like, not only ChatGPT, all AI, open AI.
I'm using like
unajua unafocus sana na chat.
We use a lot, tunatumia open AI products sana. So any AI model, may it be cloudy, all AI models yenye unatumia Copilot, like don't just give it your personal data.
They are helpful, but sasa hapo kwa kuipatia personal data, that's where we cross the bridge.
Mimi nikifika ndapata tu your personal data tu mahali, because hizi vitu ziko stored somewhere. If there is a breach in OpenAI servers, in this case if you're using ChatGPT, ndapata kamika ningekuwa na target personal information za watu, ndapata a lot. And I know right now if you just go search, mtu ana screenshot tu kitu anapatia ChatGPT, ajali ni nini iko hapo. That's very risky.
So other than the ChatGPT, we can get a little bit to the industrial side of technology, because I believe bado in the technological world, industrial side bado wamechukua AI, wame apply sana technology. So we have the education sector, bado wanatumia technology medical sector, they're using the production sector, wanatumia bado. So how do you feel about hii story ya kila mahali imekuwa too much technology? Because recently umeona there is I sijui na feel ni kama kuna ka competition kanaendelea mali about hizi stories za self-driving cars, self-driving Ubers, self-flying helicopter Ubers and all that. Juzi nimeona Toyota wametengeneza kagari kadogo ati the child mobile. So ni ya kupeleka mtoi shule tu. How safe do you think hizi stuff ziko? Kina Tesla, and how many times have we seen Tesla zikicrash kwa barabara on their own ati self-driving?
For Tesla, not so often. Like I can say hadi wewe me in this case AI na self-driving cars, I trust in AI kuliko vile na kuamini ukiniendesha. Sijui umeamka na mood gani, but you know the AI haina mood ati iko na feelings. Leo imekasirishwa sijui na manzi yake mahali itani drive vile inataka. And then in this case sitaki like fully self-driven. Let it self-drive nikiwa hapo. In a case where inakwambia you need to take control because maybe haiwezi navigate hiyo place kitu hiyo. But mimi kuniambia niweke mtoto wangu kwa self-driven car, hiyo mini ilikuwa hiyo Toyota, hiyo gari ndogo ya Toyota yenye anasema ni ya kupeleka mtu shule. I don't think ataenda bila an adult hapo.
No, but venye kametengenezwa it's only the kid.
Unless shule iko hapo mbele yako, shule iko tu pale across the road. Yeah, go.
But as Africans we don't trust this stuff, but wazungu wanaziamini sana. No. And by the way guys, issue iko live kidogo tu bro. Issue iko live, so nataka mnipatie pia comments zenu hapo hivyo kwa comment section. Tell us something you think about technology. Niambie what you think wase wana overrate ama wana underrate about technology, and the few misunderstandings zenye zinakuaga hapo nje about technology. What do you feel that has been talked about? To you it's a myth ama kitu una feel that should be well taken care of about technology? I'll be reading the comment section in a few. Ndela Brayo.
So ami hapo kwa self-driving like kids no. But in my case, I might be na feel coach episode moja ya movie na niko kwa stretch yenye najua these are highway 30 minutes drive. Mbona nisi watch movie na niko na gari inaweza niskuma all that stretch ikiwa peke yake. Cool. Now that's self driving, that's cool. And about everything like innovation yenye example talking of AI, see, but now we are in the advantages side.
But now in the real world industry.
In the real world, yeah.
Mali sasa iko kwa final product.
Yeah. Recently unaweza kumesikia news that Kenya has opted to deploy AI in its tax collection, all tax collection stuff, like carry and stuff. They use AI to tap into these informal sectors money. There is a lot of money, like they say. If they get an opportunity to tap into the informal sector of the economy, they can be able to generate like 1.3 trillion of Kenyan shilling kutoka huko. And you can imagine how that will be poor to the economy of Kenya if we are able to get such an amount of money without employing so many workers and all that stuff.
But sasa without employing, where do you expect our CEO waende wapi?
Akina nani? Atutoi mtu kazi.
Because the more tunaendelea kuweka AI kwa each and every industry, the more tunaendelea kuwa unemployed wasi.
Sawa. You see, the more Africa shied off from embracing computers from the start, all this tech stuff at the moment it started. It's the reason why we are lagging behind until today.
But kila mtu, everyone has their fears. Like, you have your fear about technology. Though you are a tech guy, you have your fear.
And you embrace the fear, you just live with it.
Kuna kale ka fear ujai embrace up to date. Kuna kale ka fear ujai face about tech.
Which, yeah, I've told you like AI to some extent. But you see, it's of more advantage. To compare money to cost, I think that good. We have agents, right? We have agents. How many customer cares? Example, to keep it Safaricom, and now I think Safaricom should do something about themselves because it's a big company. One day, wanafaa kwa wameanza hizi vitu. In Safaricom, unapiga simu, hawana customer services wa kutosha. Kuna maswali zingine unauliza, si lazima customer service ashike simu. ni kitu tu ungeambiwa vile inafanya already iko documented, ni vile ni mvivu kwenda kusoma. So you can just call and AI can receive the call, very interactively talk with it, like you talk with it as the same way I'm talking to you.
Sure.
So you talk with the AI, and then the AI inakwambia yeah, and where the AI can't do anything inakwambia okay, I'll connect you to the
next available agent.
Yeah, to the next available agent, as they do say. No. Instead, Safaricom could hire thousands and thousands of customer care, costly one. Human kwangi reliable. Naweza kuwa simu ziko hapa na chat na manzi yangu na sitaki kushika simu za customers zinapigwa. So AI, yeah, hakuna vile inakutoa job. Inarahisisha tu kazi, and eventually, as a matter of fact, it will create more jobs. I believe that, because hakuna vile uta-eradicate jobs zitakuja. You need human at some place. You used to say like big companies like Google and Microsoft are laying off workers because of AI. Ati 2000 workers wamekuwa laid off because of AI. Na unapata all these workers when unasema it's, let's say, 10 software developers and chefs. Sasa chef
ametolewa wanaingiana wapi?
So si AI ni maybe company imeamua kuchukua mitigation measures, maybe due to financial issues, and maybe they realize these positions are redundant. No, they just decide to get rid of it. You don't just blame the current technology because of to blame to AI for no reason. The other time, so good, I don't know, but about maandamano. You see, people in parliament, a grown man went to university, stood and said, these images about maandamano are AI generated. Honestly, AI generated, alafu citizen covered it. Yeah. How?
TikTokers
using generating content, misinforming people, trying to create tension. No, you don't misinform people about tech. Just let them know what the tech is all about.
Sasa juu umeguzia hapo kwa maandamano, do you feel that history that when the country becomes chaotic, government ina opt ku switch, let's say the internet, ina opt ku switch internet ama kufunga social media platforms, is that really an helpful way? Because hapo it's the same as to say like siku hiyo time ya maandamano wase wameenda parliament. So it's like tuna try ku blame tech, wase wameenda parliament, yet hakuna msi tech haiwezi kuja kuambia bro ni aje kesho kuna maandamano, enda parliament kwa kule mchele. How does that work? Because mimi na feeling ni kama sometimes tuna try ku put the blame on where it's not supposed to be. Because hata tukifunga tech, tumefunga net, ni sawa, si watumii WhatsApp, si watumii TikTok. Uko sure hiyo information bado itapass venye ilikuwa nafaa kupass?
Maybe ingepass haraka vile ilifika.
But still we are in a free nation, si ndio? Mimi nakumbuka the time nilikuwa nafanya KCSE, walifungaga was it WhatsApp wakisema WhatsApp ndio inatuma wa Kenya. So walikuwa na shut off WhatsApp from ile time mnafanya teo mpaka midday. But in real sense hata wakishut off WhatsApp kulikuwa na vitu kama Telegram.
But nowadays they do shut down Telegram.
This time ndo wamezima Telegram. Sinza
people will find ways anyway.
Wakizima Telegram leo bado kuna software zingine zinatumika.
Things like Signal watapata.
And funny thing, the moment hawa say wanazima tech, nakumbuka kuna siku kulikuwa na tech blackout. Hawezi tumia WhatsApp, hawezi tumia Gram, hawezi tumia anything. But Snap was working. I don't know how. But kama uko na mko Snap, imagine mna chat. Sijui how ina work, but bado mlikuwa mna chat.
Maybe you shut down like the internet because you need to interconnect, but of course the internet kuna layers of the internet. So kuna layers. I heard there are these guys walikuwa invent this stuff called a blockchain based voting system. They used to say they wanted to provide like free internet because there are other layers of the internet, other frequencies zenye they are free and ziko allowed kutumika. Unajua kuna hii data tunalipia na Safaricom. So but kuna zingine layers zingine ni free.
State wifi kunafaa kukuja ya bure bado haijafika.
Yeah. The government was really against it. Of course I don't know why. Maybe they had their own reasons. But that's it. I don't think the government should be shutting down tech. Blame internet that bad, because if it was not for me who texted saying tuende maandamano, Twitter ingeamka itumie watu messages ikiwaambia tuende maandamano, unaona. Yeah, so kitu kama hiyo like
but as Gen Zs kuna vitu zenye we don't really depend on technology.
Like what?
Hiyo story ya maandamano
kama amge mobilizeana
aje. Bro, let me ask you something. Sinsawa, wewe ni Gen Z kama mimi. Sinsawa, kuna wase wameputa hapo kwenu hapo tu nje, mbogi ya wase kinde wanaenda maandamano.
Yeah, of course.
Hiyo umetextiwa na nani kuna maandamano?
But ndio hao 10 wapatane walipatana.
Ni mamori wanakaa area moja.
But see, nini the social media and this all freedom of speech online ilisaidia wase hiyo time kuja wengi. Unaona? Haungekuja wengi hivyo kama hebu nikuulize, ukisikia news unaenda kutafuta hiyo news wapi? Ni must to confirm. And let's say umesikia lecturer strike imeisha, ndio? Lecturer strike.
Sasa mnaumia.
Ndio nijue ni kweli. I must, let's say nataka kwenda standard group page ya standard group Twitter yenye iko verified, nione kama wamepost, ndio nijue ni kweli. Yeah, you really learn tech, but I don't really love the way internet inazimo because hakuna vile watu wana spread uongo like uongo. The government
I feel like sometimes inakuanga a cover up of vitu zimefanywa zina try kufichwa.
Yeah, the government is the government.
Anyway, let's not talk about the government. Pia si tusizimiwe net. Tuachane na gava. So enough about the technical part of IT in the industrial world. Now, I want us to talk about something that to me it feels rather rude or a mistaken identity. Kuna wase hapa nje, mostly madem, sinta akisikia nile mko talking stage, so I'm so and so and mi nafanya IT or nimefanya IT or computer science or any course related to technology. Their first impression is, hey, wewe utani hack, hey, wewe ni mwizi, oh, wewe ni mbaya. Why is it that people wako na hiyo attitude ya wase wa IT ni wabaya, ni wezi, ni hackers? Like
that's according to them, man, because I don't know. For personally, you see, it's not like tech guys that are thieves or they are criminals and stuff. Of course they're not. It's just a belief in from movies. You see these things in movies and you believe. Oh, an example of a movie. A movie. I don't know about tech movie.
Pocha hata na tech movie. Unaona ujamaa amehack nini juzi? Ujamaa amehack Betika the other day. Okay, ni sawa alihack but yake ilikuwa
alisema hakuhack.
Yake alijipata ndani according to his words.
Maybe his words are true.
We don't know. True. But now the good thing ni the betting company wali learn something from it.
Yeah,
wali learn the loophole. Na ujamaa alipata job at the end of the day. Sinta. So wewe pale uko pale nje una trash talk kwa IT na mzee ako hapa nje anajituma.
People believe a lot of things. Let me tell you, none of hizo zenye umesema, they're just among the few things that people believe about tech bros and tech girls and stuff. They believe that these people don't bath. They believe that these people don't know how to talk. Like they believe a lot about them. Most of the things are not true. Like we are human. Tulizaliwa na mama yetu one time and then you have to do the duty, the nature calls. Like the normal thing. Yeah, those are just misconceptions. They're not true, of course. What like tumongelea
kuna jamaa anajiita hapa Daudi Moiro. Anasema pesa iko kwa tech Omera.
Yeah, tech iko na do. Tech iko na do. Tuna attend tech events. Tulipangi hizo events. And ukiona the setup of the environment where the event is, you ask yourself, hiki tu imekosta watu nini? Hakuna kitu tunalipa, tumekuja tu kusikiza, tutoke. And just like tech iko na do. Hadi mimi kuna swali najiuliza, hii pesa inatoka wapi? Tulioitwa tu meeting ati it's an elixir meeting, it's a meetup. Come. Meetup iko wapi? Pizza in. A group of 16 people. Each of you mnabaiwa I don't know, expect mtu mmoja malize pizza mbili aje, but hivyo sasa. And you ask yourself, tumeitwa watu hapa tukamit, wakatuambia kuna hii kitu inaitwa hivi na hivi. Sawa, tumemaliza, tukule, twende. Yeah, tech ina do. So
hata kuna huyu jamaa ametengeneza hii I don't know what to call it, but hii stuff ina translate sign language to speech.
Wanaitwa signers.
Jamaa amemake do 8 million mazi. Amemake do. But walisema okay, kuna watu wanasema aliibwa.
Ni watu wako na pesa. Ni watu wako na pesa, wana put money into it.
Na kuna boys alikuwa hackathons the other time amekuwa majuu. I don't remember the guy. Alikuwa from KU or somewhere. I don't really remember the entire story. Amekuwa hackathons majuu za IT tu. So kuna wase IT inalipa.
IT pay, it's yet to GP, but you see ina depend wapi. IT inalipa for nakwambia, unajua kuna software developer, these people wenye watu wanasema these are rich people, hani matajiri nini. Huyu boy amevaa hivi Crocs lakini account yake which anaendanga tu job, analipwa 15k kwa mwezi. Unaona, ina depend uko kazi gani. Uko mimi Brian nimeanzisha startup, si ndio? Startup yangu tuko na employees 5. Hakuna kitu tumemake tangu tuanze, ni funding tulipewa na investor. Una expect ni walipe pesa mingi? Nitawalipa tu kidogo. You see, if you work for big companies, in this case is where you get like good money. Yeah, good money, A level salary, that 6 figure they do say. It's not kuna pesa lakini si exact.
So kila mtu anafaa kuwa anajua njia yake ya kutafuta do in the tech.
Plus tech ni kubwa. Umesoma
tech ni big.
Umesoma tech, umeenda photo editing. We expect to lipwe tuseme na cyber security analyst mahali. So tech big, it's not like the whole tech thing iko na money as they say, but money is there, not for everyone.
Sawa basi. So guys, mmejisikia from our expert hapa about tech, and pia me I'm a tech guy, and tech is all about curiosity, wanting to know how things will get done in the near future. Because kila mtu ana anticipate kuona the next version of AI inawakaje.
They call it AGI. Yeah.
Kila mtu ako anticipated kuona the next version of Android itakaaje, the next version of Apple itakaaje. So it's all about the curiosity, and as much as we are all curious about how tech works, we should be extremely careful on how we are using it. Hapo ndo tunajiuza si wenyewe. We are selling our data there without knowing. Kuna mse anafaidika, wewe uko hapo unaumia. So my guys, let's be careful on how we trade our data on the social media, our data about tech, our data pale vote tukirun hizi online platforms. We should very well understand what they mean, to be careful enough to read the terms and conditions, to understand what we are really signing up for. Ndio?
Yes.
Because kama hii story ilikuwa inaitwa aje hii stuff.
CapCut na Google.
And then there is this stuff ilikuwa inaangalia jicho ya mtu. I don't really remember the name.
Like talking of that stuff. Mimi najua tu hakuna like hiyo kitu. Hebu nikuulize. Fingerprint yako.
It's very unique actually.
It's unique.
Yeah.
Inahusu nini na whatever they used to say like hiyo kitu walikuwa wanasema sijui Worldcoin itafanya.
Hata iris yako mimi sijui mbona uchukue nini ya iris ya msee for sure.
So they used to say so ebuskia mlikataa kuamini Worldcoin mkaamini ChatGPT. The same person, the CEO of OpenAI, is the same person who co-founded Worldcoin. And his thing was like your eye is very unique. Like so that means tukiscan iris yako hakuna mtu mwingine tutascan kama wewe, like he was just trying to look for unique identity. And you know
data is
blockchain. In blockchain wanasemanga, I'm not a blockchain specialist but wanasemanga it's all about that unique identity yenye unapewa huko.
And that unique identity gives it a lot more worth. Because data is very expensive.
Proof of work. So wanasemanga so me I think hiyo gava ilifanya tu mistake. Sisemi juu iliniuma, yes, but waliharibu tu.
Wase walikulia do hapo. Ni sawa tu.
But it could have been
better.
So the government too misinterpreted things, and what happened. No, you don't have a say against the government or
Huwezi sema. So thank you very much, Brian, for being with us today. We really appreciate it. We hope you'll come back again. We talk about tech, because tech is broad. And if we are to talk about tech, maze, we can take an entire week every day talking different things. Tumeguzia tu juu. But the key point is that we all have to be super careful with how we trade with our personal data. As much as you want to sign into every platform, be very careful with your personal data. Me personally, what I'll encourage is have your own personal email and your work email. So ama your email ya kufanya hizo
vitu zingine public. Kwa nini kitu unatakanga ikuwe public? Na kitu yenyewe hii ni yako, ni ya kudeal na vitu zako personal.
So kama inataka kutuma job application, I'll use this one. But kama nataka kusign in kwa kina Canva, whatever, Netflix, I'll use this one. Sawa guys. So stay tuned. We have a lot more coming. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe and share. So Brayo, thanks very much. I really appreciate. So as you go back to Nax, salimia wasi wa Nax sana. Umeona tumewaletea msi kutoka Nakuru, mazendo mje venye tunawapenda. All the way from Egerton. So thanks guys. Continue giving us your thoughts pale kwa comment section. We might not be able to read all of them on this show, but trust you me, hata next show ndazisoma tu. Hata kama nza this show, we'll share, we talk to different people, because unaweza kuwa ni msee wa marketing ama ni msee different engineering, but still technology inamguza. So tech is very wide. Thanks guys. We wish you all the best. Stay tuned till our next show. Peace.